Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by hills and trees, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Amina. She loved flowers, butterflies, and the sound of birds singing in the morning. Every day, she would walk to a beautiful garden near the edge of the forest. The garden was full of roses, tulips, and soft green grass. It was her favorite place in the whole world. One sunny morning, Amina was walking through the garden, humming a soft tune. The breeze was warm, and the flowers danced gently. But suddenly, she heard a weak sound. Chirp, chirp. It was quiet, like someone was calling for help. Amina looked around. "Who's there?" she asked gently. Then, under a bush, she saw a little sparrow. Its wing was hurt, and it couldn't fly. It looked up at Amina with sad, frightened eyes. "Oh no! You're hurt," she whispered. She knelt down slowly and reached out her hands. The sparrow didn't move, it trusted her. Amina picked it up very carefully, holding it close to her chest. "Don't worry, little one," she said softly. "I'll take care of you." Amina took the sparrow home. She made a small bed from a box and soft cloth. Every day, she fed it tiny seeds and drops of water. She cleaned its wing and whispered kind words to it. "Be strong," she would say. "You'll fly again. I believe in you." Days passed. The sparrow got stronger. Its eyes became brighter. It started to chirp louder and flap its wings. Then, one morning, something amazing happened. Amina opened the box to feed the sparrow, but it was glowing. A soft, golden light filled the room. She stepped back in surprise. "What's happening?" she gasped. The light grew brighter, swirling around the little bird. Then, right in front of Amina's eyes, the sparrow began to change. Its feathers shimmered like stars. Its small body grew tall and graceful. Wings of light unfolded. In just a few seconds, standing where the sparrow had been, was the most beautiful fairy Amina had ever seen. The fairy wore a dress made of petals and moonlight. Her eyes sparkled like the sky after rain. Her voice was soft like music. "Do not be afraid," she said kindly. "I am Peri Bano, the fairy of kindness and healing." Amina stood frozen, her mouth slightly open. You were the sparrow?" Peri Bano smiled. "Yes. I was cursed and injured. But your care, your love, it broke the spell." Tears filled Amina's eyes. "I only did what felt right." Peri Bano touched Amina's cheek gently. "You gave without expecting anything in return. That is the purest kind of love. And for that, I will give you a gift." She raised her hands and whispered magical words. A soft light circled Amina's heart. "From now on," said Peri Bano, "whenever you cry, whether from sadness or joy, your tears will turn into diamonds." Amina gasped. "Real diamonds?" "Yes," said the fairy. "But remember, they are not just stones. They carry your feelings. Use them wisely." Amina wiped her eyes. "Thank you, Peri Bano." "Thank you so much." Peri Bano smiled. "And now, it's time for me to return to my world. But I will always be near when you need me." With a final wave, she turned into a glowing light and disappeared into the sky. From that day on, Amina's life changed. One day, when she felt lonely and cried quietly under the stars, tiny diamonds fell onto her hands. She kept them in a small box, not to sell or show off, but to remember the fairy who turned her kindness into magic. Sometimes, when she was happy and laughed so hard that tears came, the diamonds would appear again, shining with joy, not sorrow. Years passed. Amina grew up, but she never forgot the garden, the sparrow, or Peri Bano.As. She taught others to be kind, to care for animals, to help without asking why. And sometimes, if you walked by the garden at sunset, you could hear the soft sound of wings, and a voice on the wind. Kind hearts bring light to the world. Moral of the story: kindness is magic. When you care for others with love and honesty, the universe remembers, and sometimes, it gives back in ways more beautiful than you can imagine. If you have learned something from my story, please like and subscribe my channel.